Hi, everyone. Henry DeVries with Wealth Authority TV. And this is the TV show to help financial advisors and wealth managers. And I have a really good one with us today, Chad Coe. Chad, welcome. Tell us about your practice.
Thank you, Henry, for having me. Practice is about 30 years old. Founded it in 1997, 1998 when I got into the business, starting with Payne Weber and then transitioned over. Today I'm with Facilitator Advisors, an independent, uh, an independent arm, right? And with that, my practice has four other independent advisors that work with me. We're basically helping clients with managing their money, managing financial plans, and helping them retire comfortably and stay comfortably retired.
Chad, I was very honored when you asked me to help edit your book. Why don't you tell everybody about the book that came out
Well,
last year?
for a lot of years, right, we all have an image as to what we could do to become better as financial advisors and to be able to share our story. So mine is your financial dream house and really helping individuals have a vision for what their dream house might look like. And the way to get there actually is not just by putting money into a Roth or an IRA or investments. Really, it's about bigger picture as to what does it look like for you? What are your values? What are your goals? Where do you want to be 10, 20, 30 years from now? And then what are some of the strategies that we could use to get there? And then by using those strategies, you could have this dream house that you've wanted, but the book allows you to pull out the questions and allows you to come up with that frame of reference for yourself. So Henry, we did a great job. Thank you for helping me with that.
Oh, my honor. Chad, the focus of the show today is what can the financial services industry do to improve the image of financial advisors and wealth managers?
Um, it's a really good question that you asked that because there's different directions that people could go. Let me give you an example.
Hmm.
I have a client right now, he actually left me. And my disappointment in that my client left me, he went to Chase, which is an institution, it's a banking institution. And I've actually gone in there with a second marriage and asked them, what would it be like for them to manage my wife's money because her money was currently there. And he shut his door behind us. He put us in a room for about an hour and a half. And instead of just looking at the portfolio and what it is that we wanted, he was trying to sell us stuff, right? The bank has rules and encourages selling annuities, selling life insurance, and selling product and selling their mutual funds, Six Circles mutual funds as an example, rather than having an independent mind and looking at the client as an individual and saying, what can we do today to help you get where you want to go? And it was a short time after we were at the bank that we would go back in the branch, and they always wanted to sell us something. And whether it's there or when I was at Payne Weber, they would tell us what to push on the client. And I remember once years ago, when I was there, they encouraged me to push a certain mutual fund because it was up 30% 3 years in a row. But what they don't tell you is that the next 3 years, it's going to go down 30 to 40%. And so why are we buying one mutual fund instead of offering people diversified portfolios, listening to what they want, listening to their risk profile, and not selling them anything, but helping them and helping them with statistical information that based on past performance allows them to get where they want to go in their future. And I just find that there's some people out there that just want to make money and want to make their commission instead of just helping people where they're at and encouraging them to do what it takes to get to retirement.
Chad, I picked up some themes from your talking. One is about education, and you wrote the book because you wanted to educate clients. And another one was in you're independent and what the independence brings. Um, I talked to one agent, and I won't mention what firm they were with, but it rhymes with Ludential. And uh, they thought the client needed something that they didn't offer, but they said, no, you're forbidden from offering that to the client. So
Right,
he went independent over that issue
right.
because at the end of the day, what's in the client's best interest?
Right. So that's the point is an agent works for the company as an agent. like the client that left me, had he gone to another advisor or representative, there's some people out there that are incredible. They're first class, they're incredible, their interpersonal skills are phenomenal, they listen and they take care of you. But then there's other people out there where it's just about the institution they work for versus what it is for the client. One of my examples was when we were paying Weber. My brother is a CFA, a CPA, CIC, Masters from Kellogg, manages upwards of $750 million. And when he left Payne Weber, it wasn't 2 hours later that they're on the phone soliciting his clients.
Mm.
And what I said to myself was, my brother left the right way. He wrote the letter and did what he did and didn't go after his clients the way you're supposed to. But what was fascinating to me is how quickly they assigned financial advisors that had no credentials and maybe a 5-year track record to go after these clients of my brother's that were sophisticated clients with an average of $1 million of net worth, investable net worth. And to me, I watched this and I'm like, this is just all about Payne Weber, which is now UBS. It's not about the client. If it was about the client, they would have helped the client find my brother and get in front of him the right way to continue to have their money managed seamlessly. And instead, they wanted to just swap people out and put them in product that Payne Weber make extra money on, or UBS today. And I just found it to be kind of, quite frankly, gross. And I, because of that, and because of how they pay, I left shortly thereafter. There was two different instances where they from through technical circumstances, they didn't pay me my bonuses or pay me the commission that I felt I was due. And when I went to them, they're like, "We're sorry. If you don't like it, you could just leave."
Mm.
And I had a family to feed, and I'm like, "I have a family to feed," and they didn't seem to care. So you leave. Uh, but there's a lot of people out there that are so distorted by how they've been treated and what they've done. They're just in a cycle of making money and commission and selling people instead of helping people. And I'm just a
There you
huge
go.
fan of helping people where everything has a purpose and everything is done for a reason, rather than just doing it because there's money based upon me selling you a product. So instead of a 1% fee for money management, let's say it's a 7 to 90% commission on life insurance. And I just don't operate that way. I refuse.
There you go. Chad, thanks so much for making time to be with me today. And to all the viewers, until next time, stay healthy, wealthy, and wise.
That's a great saying, Henry. Thank you so much. Everyone take care and appreciate being able to share some thoughts and some insight.
And we're out. Great job.
Who would have
Um,
thought all that shit would have showed up?